All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. Okay, the lesson that I want to get into, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai is spiritual warfare. Because we are at war, and war is always spiritual. It's always in the mind before it's physical. And the lesson I did a couple of days ago about conquering the war of the mind. Once you can conquer the war of the mind, is when you can conquer the world. Okay, because once you can get out your own way, 'cause that's what it is. We just get in our own way. Then you can go on and conquer, what it is we're fighting after. I'm fighting against. We're fighting the war on death. All right, we're fighting for immortality. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, is how we're gonna do this. All right, and I guess I'll just start here in Romans 8 and start at 6. For to be carnally minded is death. All right, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. All right, so spiritually minded speaking as through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shai, not through the spirit, not spiritually minded through Medusa or Buddha or any other idol, vain idol, but that goes back to being carnally minded. These idols, they're not alive, they're man-made, and you have more power than the idol does, but you give your power up to something that can't save you, that can't help you, that can't speak, that can't feed itself, and ultimately doesn't really even exist. Okay, it only exists because you made it exist. You're the God over it, but yet you make it God over you. All right, that's vain. All right, and carnally minded is just being fleshly. All right, just going after things you can see physically. You can see, touch, feel, taste, but physically, you just seeing and putting yourself in a box as the world you see is, that's it. Being carnally minded is being faithless. And basically you're basically just going against life. Carnal means death. So basically, you're being an enemy of, so I'm gonna get into that. Go read on to 7, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High. So enmity basically means like to oppose, really like to like actively oppose, because this is a ongoing battle. Carnally minded is in an active enemy, against the Most High, saying, the Most High controls everything, but saying you're putting yourself against the Most High if you're being carnally minded. All right, and that's not a smart move on your part. Okay, continuing, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. All right, that's why Esau wasn't worthy of the blessing. All right, he wasn't worthy of the holy covenant, and he lived up to his name. The so-called white man is an unworthy ruler. All right, because he cannot follow the ways of the Most High, because he's carnal. All right, for one morsel of meat, he sold over his birthright. Because he didn't have faith. All right, and he has the fatness of the earth. Only because it's all part of the Most High's plan. All right, to build him up and bring him down. Build him up, bring him down. But this time it's gonna be forever. He's never gonna build himself up again. All right, but he runs the world through the sword. His carnal sword. All right, and as you can see in this this visual, the word is our sword. And I'm gonna get that. Yeah, moving on to 2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. All right. All right. War after the flesh means, you know, fleshy wars. You know, World War I, World War II, the Korean War. You know, man against man, so to say, flesh against flesh. You know, gun against guns, knife against knife, bomb against bomb. You know, that's not what we're war after. All right. Continuing, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right, we don't have, our weapons aren't M16s, or not M4s, you know, Desert Eagles, you know, F-16 Falcons, or whatever, F-19 Falcons, you know, jets, you know, stealth bombers, you know, grenades, sticky bombs. You know, those are not our weapons of warfare. Those are Esau's weapons of warfare. All right. And you know, we can't go against Esau with his blessing, you know, because we're gonna lose. All right, that's his power. So, you know, you don't fight death with death. You fight death with life. All right. And the only way you can fight life, Slaki, the only way you can fight death through life, with life, is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, because he's the giver of life, as is he the giver of death. All right. But, you know, death always loses. All right. We're after life. Okay. Continuing. But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. All right. Exactly. All right. Because we're in war, a stronghold. All right. You know, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI is how this devil is going to go down. Not through us having a militia, or you know, making pacts with other heathen nations. You know, we're gonna go behind America's back and, you know, go speak with the Russians, or go speak, you know, go speak with the Persians and the Iranians. You know, we're going to our power, which is YAHAWASHI. All right. But that's how this devil's gonna go down. You know, is through the Most High. You know, that's what's pulling down strongholds. This word is cutting up Esau and all his plans. All right. So this is 5. Casting down imagination. So, you know, Esau and his new world order, you know, him boasting the desires of his heart, you know, saying he's gonna have a merged machine and man, and you know, basically his house is gonna rule forever. You know, that's an imagination. You know, through the brightness of his heart, he thinks he's gonna be here forever. You know, but through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, it is casting down his imagination. All right, and he can feel it. All right. Continuing, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. All right, and having no fear of the Most High is against the knowledge of the Most High, because the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. All right, and there's no fear in this God-forsaken world. All right, this world acts as if there is the Most High doesn't exist. All right, and that's not wisdom, and that's not knowledge. All right, because you don't realize who you're going up against. All right. And ultimately, you're going to be destroyed. Okay. Okay. So it basically, you know, it's picking your sides, you know, but the teams are already chosen. You know, Moses already got his team. You know, you got his starting 5, and you know, this is a parable. You know, Moses has his team. All right. And pretty soon it's gonna be action time. All right. But you know, you have to be in this thing fighting for life. Can't be bringing on and holding on to things that bring you death. Okay, but you know, I don't want to go off rambling. This is and continuing, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of YAHAWASHI. All right, obedience. So the reason why we fell as a nation, as a people, is because we're disobedient. You know, we're rebellious. You know, we're stiff-necked. Okay, from the beginning, Adam and Eve. You know, And we've just been falling down ever since. You know, till the rock bottom where we're at today. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are at the lowest of low. You know, the lowest you've ever been. You know, and then the farthest removed from our power, YAHAWASHI, to a point where we have no remembrance, you know, of our power. Okay, but you know, that's the 2/3. All right, the Most High sheep hear His voice. You know, they always been on the Most High side. You know, as we all went off. You know, but you know, we wish not to die no more. You know, we're sick of death. And you know, the only way we can do that is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. All right, the one who gives life, the one who gives death and life. You know, so if you know, if you want life, you go to the giver of life. All right, and that's not no idol. That's not Esau. You know, Esau's so wise that he still dies. A case in point, George H.W. Bush. You know, him and his New World Order. You know, he's dead. Okay, and it's not And newsflash, it's not going to come to pass as the New World Order thing. All right. Continuing on to Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. All right, going into our weapons. All right. Our weapons of warfare are not carnal. All right. Our weapon is the word of YAHAWASHI. Okay. And sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. Dang. Okay. So as what is Matthew 10? Fear not them which kill the body, but not able to kill the soul. But rather than fear Him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Okay, that's YAHAWASHI. All right, a wounded spirit who can bear. That's Proverbs 8. You know. The Most High can kill the body and the spirit. All right, through His what? Through His word. All right. Okay. It's better than any weapon Esau can ever come up with. Okay. Because the word is the will. All right. The Most High's will always prevail. The Most High's will always prevail, and it always prevails through His word. All right, what He speaks happens. Okay, He is the creator. He creates, He destroys. Okay, and that's our power. Okay, not no pistol. All right, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. All right, it's wisdom. All right, the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding of YAHAWASHI is our weapon. Okay. All right. Moving on. To Jeremiah 5:14. Before I get that, let me just get John 66 and 63. All right, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. All right, us in the physical flesh, it profits nothing. All right, that's why 2 Corinthians 10:3 says, For we walk in the flesh, but we do not war after the flesh. For our weapons of warfare are not carnal. All right, our flesh profits nothing. All right, it's the spirit of YAHAWASHI that quickens. All right, going in with Hebrews 4:12. Okay, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. All right, exactly, because that's what we're after. We're after life. Start speaking to the elect. You know, and me being part of the hopeful elect. All right, we're fighting for life. All right, our war is against death. Okay, and we know through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, He is the giver of life and death. You know, we had enough of death. You know, we wish to obtain immortality. All right, and go back to our godly state. This is okay. Now this is Jeremiah 5:14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, all right, of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. All right, the Most High, because we speak His words, He's gonna make the words, His words, fire out of our mouth. Okay, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire. All right, what did 2 Samuel was 23. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh spake by me, and His words in my tongue. All right, the Most High's words is quick and powerful. All right, and as He says, because we speak His words, our mouth is going to be fire to these people, you know, and they're wood. All right, they're going to be devoured. Okay, as Isaiah 66 and 16, for by fire and by His sword. All right, wow. For by fire and by His sword will the Most High plead, the Most High Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many. All right, for by fire and by His sword. All right, by the word. All right, that is our weapon, the word. Okay. Dang, that's crazy. That's lucky. But yeah, man, this is going into the point, man. Well, what is our power in our world? How are we going to defeat death? All right, in this spiritual warfare, in this spiritual war. All right, because we know we have no chance fleshly in the flesh. All right, because this flesh is trash. And in layman terms, all right, we can't do nothing in this flesh. You know, we can do 50 push-ups. You know, but the Esau, he has a bazooka. You know, where Esau's blessing is death, the giver of death. You know, Salaki, you know, Most High is the giver of death. You know, but Esau is that physical, the counterpart of death. Okay, the manifestation of death. You know, he's living death. Okay. But we have to be spiritually minded according to the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. That's how we're going to destroy him, by the word. All right, by the word of YAHAWASHI is how we're going to destroy and conquer death. All right. You know, moving on to the last precept I have here through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI is Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High. All right, as you can see here, you know, in this animation, you know, helmet of salvation, you know, shield of faith, you know, the breastplate of righteousness, you know, and you know, the sword, man. All right, the sword of YAHAWASHI is His word, the word, man. That's how we're going to destroy and conquer these devils, you know. And it's not going to be through being carnally minded. Okay, just harping on the point of this lesson. All right, this is 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, who's the physical counterpart of the devil? All right, it's Esau and the Edomites, the so-called white people. Okay, so-called white men. You know, more importantly, so-called white man is the devil. Okay, that's how we're going to be able to stand against him. All right, by putting on the whole armor of YAHAWASHI, of the Most High. All right, and that's through His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, not through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this world, because all the world has to offer is death. You know, we have to go out of this world. You know, that's why Scripture say we're not of this world. All right, because life is not of this world. All right, but it's going to be made. All right, when YAHAWASHI returns. All right. But not to go off the point. It's 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, all right, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, that's what we're up against. All right, you don't have enough bullets, you know, you don't have enough bombs, you know. The only way to get rid of death, you know, is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. You know, being spiritually minded in the knowledge and wisdom, understanding of YAHAWASHI. Okay, that's the only way we're gonna be able to get rid of stuff, destroy death. You know, all these secret societies, these secret councils, you know, these chemtrails and GMOs, and man, we be here all day naming all the stuff that everything in this world is of death. Okay, from the clothes you're wearing, you know, from the air you breathe. Okay, is death. You know, but the word of Yahawashi Messiah is what gives life. All right, and that's how death is going to be conquered. All right, because you have to understand we're in a spiritual warfare. You know, Sirach 33:14, good set against evil, life against death. You know, the godly against the ungodly. All right, and the ungodly versus sinner. It's like the godly versus the sinner. Okay, that's what we're involved in. All right, the big picture. Okay, so native and for you to be able to obtain life, you know, salvation, and all the beautiful, wonderful promises of the Yahawashi Messiah, you have to be obedient. All right, and you have to follow His ways, not the ways of this world. All right, and that's how we're going to reach immortality. Okay, but Lord's wants us edifying. And as always, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bahashim, Makakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. You know, and peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. Okay, Shalom.